Welcome to your viewers. In this video, we'll discuss different kinds of sentences. There are 5 kinds of sentences. They are assertive or declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, and optative. Let's find out what assertive or declarative sentences are. A declarative sentence or an assertive sentence conveys information or makes a statement. Always remember that an assertive sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Can be of 2 types: affirmative, also known as positive, and negative. As these names clearly suggest, an affirmative or positive sentence conveys a positive meaning and a negative sentence conveys a negative meaning. It contains negative words like not or never. It is a joy to watch the sunset with family and friends. This sentence conveys a positive meaning, so it's an affirmative sentence. And if I say, we cannot breathe easily at high altitudes, and this sentence contains not and conveys a negative meaning, so it's a negative sentence. Let's move on to the next type. It is interrogative. An interrogative sentence asks a question. In an interrogative sentence, the auxiliary verb is placed before the subject. Always remember to begin interrogative sentence with a capital letter and end it with a question mark. Interrogative sentences are of 2 types: yes-no questions and WH questions. A yes-no question is formed with the help of an auxiliary verb and requires an answer in yes or no. For example, did you bring your new notebook? The answer to this question can either be yes or no. So, it's a yes-no question. Moving on to the next type, a WH question is formed with question words like what, when, where, who, why, and which. They are referred to as WH question words. Such questions cannot be answered in yes or no. They have to be answered with a statement. For example, who has the key to the door? You cannot answer it, yes, I have the key to the door, or no, I don't have the key to the door. We have to answer it naming a person. So, this is not a yes-no question but a WH question. Moving on to the third kind, it's imperative. An imperative sentence gives a command or an instruction, makes a request, or offers an advice. Always remember to begin it with a capital letter and end with a full stop. In an imperative sentence, the subject you is implied. For example, call in the messengers. It's a command, although the subject is not written here in the sentence, but it's obvious that the subject is you. The next type of sentence is exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence expresses a strong emotion such as surprise, joy, sorrow, admiration, appreciation, and shock. It begins with a capital letter and ends with an exclamation mark. For example, oh, how long this queue is, or what a lucky day this has turned out to be. The exclamatory sentence can begin with a question word like how and what, but it does not ask a question. For example, how skillfully the weaver bird builds its nest. Here, the question word how does not imply a question, but it's an expression of appreciation. So, this is an exclamatory sentence.